Hello guys, and welcome to today's video. If you are new to this channel, just click the subscription button. Also make sure that the bell button is still turned on. Then this helps you in when we come live, you're able to see us and be among the first people to get the opportunities which are there. So in this channel, we make videos about immigration, scholarships, and a variety of things which might benefit you as a person. So if this is the kind of video that you like and you like seeing, and definitely I know you'll like the videos we make. If you check the videos we will be making, you realize that we have good videos you can watch. And we welcome guests who want to come live. You can just request so that I invite you. If you want to come live, you can I'll share the link so that anyone who comes wants to come live, they can do that. So without further ado, I wanted to tell you why you should get married to certain careers. People in certain careers, that is what I mean. But for a start, I want to say that there are so many careers which are so good. This is not in any way intended to mean that other careers are not good and others are good, others are bad. No, it's just to tell you a career you can, I mean, a person you can marry in that career, then you end up maybe migrating together, because this is a journey which needs people to travel together. You hold the other person's hands, and they maybe hold your hand and grow and maybe be able now to migrate together. So the reason as to why I encourage people to get married to nurses is that once you get married to a nurses, there are obviously advantages and disadvantages, but I usually think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages, because for one, when you get married to a nurse, you find that many health challenges in the house are sorted easily, because obviously they have knowledge about how to deal with common health problems, how to deal with the common flu, common colds, and the common ailments like cuts, just minor cuts, to how to arrest bleeding, how to do nursing of a child when maybe the baby has maybe colic, and how to deal with it. It becomes easier. On top of that, the best thing I wanted to talk about today is that once you get married to a nurse, you increase your chances of being able to migrate to the country of your dreams, like let's say the USA, let's say a country like UK, a country like Canada, a country like Australia, and other European and Western countries. Even Dubai, you can also immigrate with your spouse who is a nurse. And a nurse might, it doesn't mean, when people hear about a nurse, they usually think it's about the women. Nowadays, there are a big number of men who are nurses, and you can get married to them. Then you start the immigration journey together, and be able now to change your life and the life of the children you will sire. So there are so many nurses who are in our different colleges. For those young people who are still looking for spouses, what I can tell you is that there are so many nurses in our nursing schools, in our colleges. Even you watch it from Kenya, you see that the KMTC has thousands and thousands of nurses being churned out each and every year. And you are a young man out there with some money, you're able to finance the exams they need to take, because for one, they need to do the English exam, which is called the IELTS. They also need to do, maybe if they want to go to the UK, they need to do the NMC CBT exam, which involves some cost. And now the whole process of verification of documents if it's a young nurse who has just graduated from college, you assist them to go through this process because it's a little bit costly. If it's the whole process of immigrating to the US, there are costs which are attached to it, including doing those exams I've just said, the IELTS exam, if it's the OET exam, or it's paying for the medicals tests which are required. And also now maybe if you want to sponsor them to go and do the NCLEX exam, which is costly. Also, the process of verification of documents with CGFNS for the US is a little bit costly. So if you're a young man just starting out in your careers, you have some money, you can support your spouse. Make sure that you get married to a nurse because it's one decision you will never regret in your life. And there's a tendency of people saying that nurses, it's just a comment I saw in one of the videos I made, that nurses, most of them are promiscuous, but I tend to refuse because about promiscuity is a personal trait of a person, it's not a career. But now, someone might ask me, why should I get married to a nurse specifically? But I'll tell you that the person you get married to is the biggest investment you'll ever make in your life. So if you marry someone who you cannot help each other, a person who is not able to work, is not able to assist you maybe in your immigration journey, you find that your chances are limited. But because of the fact that nurses are in high demand in those Western countries, that is one thing which makes me advise people to get married to them. It might sound controversial because obviously someone might ask me, Jackson, so if everyone decides to marry nurses, who will marry the other people? But I'll tell you that everybody in this world has someone who will marry them eventually. So you marrying a nurse, there'll be someone still to marry an accountant, and there'll be someone else to marry maybe a teacher. So it's just my small bit of advice. I'm just giving it's free advice. If you feel that it can benefit you, you can take and run with it. If you feel it's not your cup of tea, you are not mandated by anything to follow it, because everybody has their own opinion on the kind of spouse they want at the end of the day. But my opinion at this point is, young people look for spouses who you can work together, you can rise together. And part of rising together is being able maybe to migrate to a country of your own choosing, which will give you a better quality of life, will give you proper education for your children, will give you maybe better healthcare, which sometimes is free. Like for a country like the UK, you just treated in the NHS, you find that the cost, the treatment is free. And maybe for other countries like the US, you find that for your children get the highest possible standards of living. Then, and also you find that they are getting that education for free. So this thing is more of something which is long term. It's not something which we say is short term. It's something long term you are doing for your generation and the generations to come. They'll say that my father or my grandmother, or my grandfather, or my mother took the leap of faith and immigrated to the US, and that's why the reason as why we are here getting this quality of life. So because these are not the times when we used to tell our people they should go to maybe the major town like Nairobi, like Kampala, like Accra, Ghana, like Abuja, Nigeria. Nowadays, we need to tell our people to go to far-flanked lands like the Americas, the Canadas, the Dubais of this time. So when one person from a certain family goes into that country, it brings about it breaks the chain of poverty which surrounds most family. So that's the reason as to why I advise people make sure that each and every family there is someone working abroad. And because of the exchange rate, obviously, when this person sends money home, it ends up changing the lives of the people who are there, in terms of maybe they want to pay for school fees. If there's a problem of let's say someone is unwell, the person who is abroad is able to support you without struggling a lot. So that was my piece of advice today. And if you want to see more videos which are related to this, you can see them in my channel. You can search them. Some of them I'll attach them here. Just make sure that you subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell so that it is always turned blue, so that when I post any video, immediately you are notified. Sometimes I post opportunities, but because most people have not turned on the notification bell, they end up losing these opportunities. But when you turned on the notification bell, anytime I post a job opportunity or a scholarships or anything, you'll be among the first people to be notified, and you end up applying first. So guys, thank you for joining me in this video. I'll not be doing it longer than that, because we are towards it's late in the night. So thank you very much for those who have been able to join. We'll do it again. Thank you.